Okay, are we live yet? All right, we're live. We'll give you guys a couple minutes to log on here.
I don't know if we're going to 1,000. It's over 1,000 today, guys. Yeah. Yo, so it can actually be Orthodox. It's science.
You want to cover anything?
I do have one thing, just something that Dana showed me as I showed the way to finish the guy showed it. It was one of those Instagram things where they do the technique halfway to go to a different technique. Yeah. Why didn't you just finish the technique? I'm gonna finish the first one. Yeah, I'll finish the second. Would have got a better position. Better position.
Who we got? Oh, Jorge. Thank you for joining us today. First one, sign in and log in. Good old Jorge.
Go for it.
That was dope, wasn't it? Right over there.
I'll concede this.
Leg lock entries from butterfly or open guard.
Your turn.
You love me and you know it. I don't know anymore, Jorge. I don't know.
That's just hard. We have to stick or what?
The alarm. Giants haven't been in a while. Got old miles. I like the idea of code more than that. We can LARP. I honestly thought that'd be super fun. Like to get really intense about it. But I feel like if we were to have that gym squad, I would be someone that I'd be asked not to come back because it'd be too intense. Of course. Yeah. Of course. Yes.
All right. Who else is in the room? We got Jorge.
Yeah.
Who else is here?
This is real.
Say hi in the comments. We're going to do some leg lock entries today, as per Jorge's request. But let us know if there's anything else you want to see. Butterfly guard is pretty straightforward for your entries. We'll look specifically at getting into 411 with secondary leg control. That's kind of the whole direction the game has gone in for leg locks. Is not only you getting good entries in, but you're controlling that secondary leg during the entry. So that is like the bar for a good entry into whether it's Ashi or 411 or whatever it is. 411 is the best place to enter into because it lends itself well to controlling that secondary leg. So anyway, we'll give a few more minutes for some people to log in here. We got 3 in the room so far. What's up, Layla? Who else we got? We got Jorge, Layla. Who else is in here? Who's talking on the chat? Did it work? Did that actually work?
This like I'm close. Like I think if
I don't feel like I can apply pressure on it. Obviously, that's the thing. Like, you're going circles so far, so you just keep the neck.
Yeah. So Nick saw this thing on the Ultimate Fighter show. Who was showing this?
I think it's one girl.
Lloyd Irvin showed that?
For sure.
Okay.
That's how I felt when I looked at it.
What's up, Kevin?
Like, I need a neck and an arm.
Thank you for saying. Yeah.
So you're like, what deep here and then like here.
So he was with this grip?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty nice.
Try to bring your biceps together right now. As you curl up with your hand, try to bring your biceps together. They can't touch the shoulder to the ground. That might do something. The way that he was doing it on the show was just like.
Yeah. No, he was circling out, like circling directly in front. When I did that, I felt like I couldn't apply pressure at all.
I was tired.
Well, that was because I just tried to choke the shit out of you with your shoulder.
So the idea here, well, from what I can tell, the idea here should be as you curl, you're bringing your biceps together and trying to get this shoulder to touch the ground. Okay.
Yeah, it was it because that's what he did. He went here and took their elbow out, and then went here. That's what he did, and then it circled.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Okay. I can see that as being legitimate.
That's fine.
Looking at it on video,
I know. Okay.
was just like, what am I looking at here?
Yeah. It's like just a basic, like
So-
1993 movie.
Yeah. season Ultimate Fighter was that?
It was whatever one that was Dominic Cruz in favor.
Yeah. So Dominic
It was
Cruz.
before one of James Vick's fights because they were training him. It might have been when he fought Cruikshank. It might have been before that.
Really?
Might have been.
Okay. Yeah, because it was Cruz's coach, right?
Yeah.
Lloyd Irvin. Yeah. So Lloyd Irvin was showing this weird turtle choke, and Nick sent me the video, and I'm just looking at it like, what am I looking at here?
That's the face I got.
Yeah, that is a literal face. I'm just like, but playing around with it a little bit is like, okay, there might be something here. All right, cool. Let's tighten this up. Let's do this. Let's do that. All right, cool. This is something. This is something. I don't know how high percentage would be because like get to that turtle again and lock in that starting grip right there. All right, now kind of fight the choke. Don't let him choke. Yeah, I don't know about that. I can see that using it to take the back.
Yeah. No, it's.
But like as far as like,
yeah.
you can't break that turtle posture. I don't know. There's a lot of techniques out there. Like I said, our philosophy for techniques, the bar that we like to set is that if we're going to spend our time. There's only so much time to practice jiu-jitsu in a day, in a week. So we want to spend that little time that we have repping things that are going to work against people, no matter what size they are or no matter what skill level they are. All right, because I've seen everything. I've been doing jiu-jitsu since 2003. All right, so I'm closing in on 20 years here, and I've seen a little bit of everything. That from weird ass wrist locks to crazy shoulder torquing techniques and spine dislocations and all kinds of random stuff. And there's just so much out there where it's just like, okay, what are we going to spend our time doing? The high percentage stuff that works. Okay. So you're going to see some funky stuff on Instagram, guys. You're going to see some funky stuff shared on YouTube. Yes. Yeah, there's a reason we're not doing pressure point stuff. We want it to work regardless of what phase the moon is in. So anyway, we're going to get started in just a minute here, guys. We still only have a handful of people in the room, so let's wait a few more minutes. And if you want to see anything else, leave us a comment. Let us know what you want to see. Right now, we're going to cover some leg lock entries, specifically getting into 411 with control of the secondary leg. We're going to do a little bit from the top, a little bit from butterfly guard. So that's going to kind of be our focus. Let me know if there's any specific positions you want to see entries from or specific entries that you want to see. Maybe you saw something that looked kind of cool on Instagram. Let us know.
I got to clean up an Instagram one for John Doe.
Oh, okay. We'll see if is John Doe in the room? Is good old Daniel Hernandez around? No? Strongman Dan.
Moving up in training camp.
Yeah, right. Anybody get outside this week? We finally have some consistent nice weather. Anybody spend it outside?
Caught 20 fish the other day.
Nice. Got the tan to prove it too.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I even it out?
Around your neck.
No, I think that's better because I had I took a tank top out like 3 weeks ago.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but now I look like an idiot because I got like a patch here that's just like a diamond, and then I got like here.
Oh boy.
That's it.
Oh, okay. So Nick turned me into a real American. Oh, okay, Jorge. I'm pretty sure being born here turns you into a real American, but I don't know, man.
Born in Tejas, it's America.
Texas is
It's about as
technically
America as it
America.
gets.
Texas is technically
It's about as
America.
America as it gets, but also as Mexico as it gets.
All right, well let's get into it. My childhood verbal abuse says otherwise.
It's America, buddy. You got I was born in a country here, and man, I still get abused.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's take a look at some leg lock entries. Specifically, let's look at butterfly guard. We'll do a nice little survey of getting into 411 with secondary leg control. From just about, we'll kind of just do a survey of all over the place. So let's start with butterfly guard. Okay, so butterfly guard, we're going to elevate to get underneath our partner. Yep, right there. We're going to elevate to get underneath our partner, double underhooks, rock back. Good. Now make sure that you are extending your legs here. Turn to the side leg. Pick one. Pick one. Yes, your legs should not dip below 90 degrees. Kind of tuck your landing gear. Tuck your heels to your butt. To your butt. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, we got a butt.
Okay. So notice Nick has his legs bent at 90 degrees. That means his feet are slightly angled up at the ceiling. If he allows his heels to drop towards his butt, he can no longer hold counter up and get underneath anymore. Okay, so reset. Make sure your legs stay up at that 90-degree angle, which means not perpendicular to the floor, but slightly raised above that. Okay? So from here, he's going to hit just a standard reverse entry. Elevate. Frame across the chest. Good. Kind of keep your feet here. Good. Now he's going to take one butterfly hook and pummel it underneath the opposite leg. Let's try that again, guys. So Nick, put your forearm right across his chest. Yeah, there we go. Now he's going to take his right butterfly hook. Hold on. Where are you going?
Running away? You defending me?
No,
Don't, let's try that again. Hold on a second. All I want you to do is take your butterfly hook and put it underneath his thigh. So you're just going to move it from here to here. Yes, right there. That way you're still supporting his weight. You still have two frames against his hips. All right, so let's reset again. Let's look at this closely. Oh, it's been a while, guys. We're getting rusty on this stuff. Yeah, there we go.
1/6 entry in my life.
We're putting that there. Now from here, Nick extends his right leg out, gets it over Connor's thigh, pulls it in, triangles. Good. Now as he sits forward, notice he's controlling that secondary leg. You all right? Get kicked in the nuts?
No.
You all right? He's controlling the secondary leg here. Yep, either with an overhook or with an underhook, pinning it to his neck. All right, let's go back and do that.
Thanks for asking. That's the second time. This whole ordeal that you didn't ask.
Butterfly hook over, extend, tract. There we go. And immediately controlling that secondary leg. All right, with this one, it's pretty easy to pin it to your neck with the underhook right out of the entry. So that's why I like going in there. But it's perfectly fine to turn into an overhook as well. Okay, that's kind of the standard butterfly guard 411 entry. That's the big one that you really want to master no matter what. You got to get good at juggling your partner in the air up above you. You're raising him up so you can get underneath the center of gravity, so you can pummel everything into place, and then hit the clean reverse entry. Okay, you got to hold him up for a second. So you're like, how are your knees for this? Your knees okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
I like to just exhausted. Just 5 rounds cut.
Back, elevate, butterfly hook right there. That's a clean entry. See how it goes right to that underhook? Now, instead of grabbing the back of your head, latch onto his leg. That's it. Because if you go behind your head, he's now going to pull that foot and probably knock you around a little bit on the way out. Here, control that leg. Good. Now, if we watch the videos this week, guys, Nick is now in 411. He has a secondary leg control. So he hit his entry. He's controlling the secondary leg. Now he's going to transition to his grip. He's going to zombie that leg. Hit it underneath his armpit. Put in his grip. Now with that grip in place, he's going to turn to inward 411. Connor's going to move with it so he doesn't blow up his knee. And finish on the inside. Right there. That's our process. That's our strategy for 411. Hit a clean entry. Control the secondary leg as soon as possible. From there, control the secondary leg until you get through getting the grip. All right, we looked at zombieing and we looked at 2-on-1 control and wrapping it up. And then once the grip is in place, turning inside to 411 for the better angle on the knee. Is there a preference on how to securely grab the secondary leg after landing? Under, over, just preference? It really depends on the entry. For this one in particular, it's easier. You're in a better position to dig the underhook.
Yeah.
Okay, because when let's turn the other direction, right here. So watch Nick's near hand. Yeah, do the same side. Watch Nick's near hand. He's C-cupping the knee. All right, now when he hits the reverse entry, it's easy to put that underhook right in and now start controlling that secondary leg. So that entry lends itself better to the underhook. Is it wrong if Nick lands in an overhook? No, absolutely not. It's perfectly fine. Okay. Good.
Yes.
So some entries lend themselves better to the overhook. So let's look at passing the guard against Connor's open guard.
We haven't done that in forever.
So knee slide, yeah, I know. I think that's what we're going to cover next is some basic guard passing stuff. All right, so Nick is going to hit a knee slide pass. Right here, Connor goes to quarter clinch.
You want to turn a certain way?
Either way, doesn't matter. You're good right there. Right there. Connor hits the quarter clinch. Good. Now Nick is going to back step behind the knee. Yep. Now he's collecting that secondary leg. Now this goes right into an overhook. Okay, so this one makes it easier to overhook. Okay, perfectly fine. And then we follow our strategy. We have that overhook in, 2-on-1 grip, wrap the heel, finish on the inside. Let's do that again.
Yeah, seriously.
There we go. Now Freeze here. He's got the overhook in. Let's get the proper way to wrap in the heel hook grip. 2-on-1. Wrap. Once that grip is in, he turns to the inside. Finish. Beautiful.
Can you finish from here?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
You can finish inside or outside, but finishing on the inside gives you the better angle on the knee. Yep. Exactly. So getting that guy that listen to Maskey, that guy that doesn't want to tap the heel hooks. That guy's gonna let it pop a couple times, but isn't gonna tap unless it's like a rip. Yeah, one of those. You gotta turn inside to finish. Okay.
Please tap. Yeah.
Yeah, please tap, guys. Don't try to make a reputation for yourself for I don't tap to that because it's going to cut your jiu-jitsu career short. Look at Vinny Magalesh. Look at what happened to him against Craig Jones. He didn't want to tap, and now that's that was
But then
gross.
there's guys like you on the
Yeah, that's. I mean, look at how beat up and injured his body is.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
He looks like an alien in already
Yeah.
war.
And how old is he?
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you because he is pretty beat up.
Yeah.
Every time I've seen him, it's like
Exactly. It's not worth it. I mean, take it out. There's nothing wrong with losing a match. Just take the loss and use it to figure out how to get better. That 50-cent medal that they're giving you, I mean, it's really not that worth it.
there's a lot of them there.
Yeah, there's a ton of them.
There's a lot of people that don't
There's a ton of
that get those.
All right, so let's look at another 411 entry where we can get to the secondary leg pretty easily. Nick is going to start side mount top, facing camera. Nick, Connor's on the bottom. Yep, it's right here. This is another really sneaky 411 entry. Connor is going to start his reguard. He's going to put his frames in. Shrimp. Now freeze right here. As soon as he brings that knee in front of Nick's body, that bottom knee, get right there, freeze. Go ahead and sit up for a second, Nick. See that shin right across his body? What Nick is going to do is take his left arm. He's going to go over the leg and put a monkey hook on the knee. This one right there. Yes. Okay. Now he's going to step his left leg up. And now he's going to sit to his butt and pinch his knees together around Connor's thigh. Right here. Okay. Now what he's going to do is start rocking inward a little bit to get that foot in and thread into place, but don't go back yet. No. Okay. As you're threading into place, you're finding this leg. Exactly. So let's look at that whole situation again.
People when I've done. I've just done that real sloppy before.
Oh, okay.
Where it was just
Okay.
like, oh, leg, cool.
It's important to get that knee pinch on the thigh first.
Yeah.
Before trying to thread it through. If you thread it through, it's just, all right, here I come.
Yeah.
It's like winding up for a
Flying.
Exactly. So let's look at this again. Connor shrimps, puts that bottom knee in, and Nick right away monkey hooks it. Steps up, Sits to his butt, pinches his knees together right there. Okay? Now, as he's going to thread that foot in, he's going to find Connor's other leg. Yes, right away getting to that secondary leg control. This one lends itself well to an overhook. Now he's going to put on a grip. Right there, turn to the inside, and finish. See, that inside, that turn to the inside is just it's rough. Yep. Okay, so we looked at butterfly guard. We looked at passing the open guard. We looked at side mount. Now let's take a look at mount position. Okay, so in order to enter into 411 position from mount, there's a couple different ways you can do it. All right, let's look at number one. If they get one of your ankles in 3/4 mount. Okay, so Connor's on the bottom. Turn this way. There we go. Now let's say Connor starts hitting. Let's say Connor starts hitting Guantanamo. So he puts his frame in on the other side. Let me see the leg. Yep, here. Puts his foreman in. Good. He steps over the ankle, pinches it between his knees, right here. All right. So right now, Nick has a hook in that is a back hook. Okay. Now, theory tells us that whenever we have a back hook, we have a truck entry. Okay. Now, whenever we have an incorrect back hook, we have a 411 entry. Now, the way that they're situated, this is a back hook. So what Nick needs to do is turn this into an incorrect back hook. So he's going to knee slide it to the other side. Connor's going to keep that ankle. Now, it's an incorrect back hook. He does back step, right into 411, controlling that secondary leg. Boom. We hit mount, turned it into 3/4 mount when he does his escape. Knee slide to make it into quarter guard, back step to 411. Connor starts hitting Guantanamo. He gets the ankle. All right. Nick is going to knee slide to the other side, back step, right into 411, controlling the secondary leg. Cool. Let's reset. So that's one way of getting from mount into 411. Okay. The other one involves butterfly mount. Okay. So let's go into mount position. Yep. Head towards the front door. There we go. Okay. So Nick puts his butterfly hooks inside of Connor's thighs. Connor, go ahead and put your feet on the mat. There we go. So he puts his butterfly hooks in. Now what Nick is going to do is take one of his knees and put it right on Connor's center line. Yep, right there. Now with that knee on the center line, he's going to take the other leg and back step. Fall back into 411, controlling that secondary leg. Perfect entry. So we just went from butterfly mount into that 411. Reset. Let's get Connor, put your head at the wall. Right there. Then we get a nice view of the footwork. So let's just start mount first. Regular mount, hooks out. Regular mount, hooks out. Yep. Connor has his feet in. Good. So Nick is, maybe Connor's just stalling. Maybe he's in home alone. He's not allowing anything to happen. Let's just say he's protecting. Yeah. He's just stalling. All right. So Nick is going to put those butterfly hooks in right there. He's going to take one of his knees, put it on Connor's center line, and then back step with the other leg right there into 411. Notice he immediately puts the overhook on, and now let's go through our process. Control the secondary leg through the grip, turn to the inside, and finish. Beautiful. Okay. So we saw 411 entry with control of the secondary leg from side mount, from mount, from butterfly guard bottom, and from open guard top. They all revolve around backstepping around one of the leg, having a butterfly hook in, backstep around the leg. Okay. Other positions out there. Double leg position. Let's look at crucifix.
I've seen super carver ones from single leg where they shoot a single leg and it's like,
All
all right,
back and
well, then they go to the other leg. And it's like, well, why'd you do that? Why didn't you just work on your gargle?
Let's go crucifix.
Top, like,
When you're on him in the crucifix, you're behind him. Okay.
you want, like, That's what I was asking. Like, you want side control like top crucifix? You want
Yeah.
turtle?
Back, on your back. Start as a crucifix. Where he says, so you're in full mount and it's dominant position. When would you resort to this? When's the best time to use and catch them off guard? All right, so here's a situation. Where I can't remember who I was coaching, but they were in this position. They got down on points early in the match. So the other guy kind of took his foot off the gas pedal. Let the guy sweep him, let the guy mount him. He was still up by 2 points. But then he was just still sitting here like this, just not letting anything happen. So if you're down by 2 points, you're mounted, there's 30 seconds left, and the guy's not even trying to escape, what do? All right, go after the legs.
The John Daniel.
Bail on attacking the upper body in the dominant position. If he's not giving you anything, if he's just shelling up and nothing's open, you can't pry an elbow away, you can't get around the neck, you can't get around the head, you can't isolate an arm, you can't do anything. Dismounting is not going to give you any more points, so you got to go after the leg. Okay, so there's that situation, and then just trying to throw something out at him out of left field. If you know somebody's particularly weak against leg locks, they'll give up anything just to not give you their legs. All right, I've been in plenty of situations rolling where people are like, I'm not giving my legs. I'm not giving my legs. I'll give up mount, but I won't give you my legs. And then you got to get back to the legs. Okay, so let's take a look at the situation. Connor is in crucifix, stargazer position. Normal seatbelt for now. Yeah, normal seatbelt. Okay, so let's say he escapes his right arm. Yep, he wiggles it out. Another way of controlling that side of the body is called the Barrett hook. Instead of taking his top leg and stepping over Connor's thigh, like he's going to the back, he's going to take the other leg and step over Connor's leg. Okay? So kind of keep your arm out of there. There you go. Here. Like, get your elbow away from his thigh. Yeah, there we go. Embed your legs like you're alive. There we go. So Nick is stepping that leg in between Connor's legs here. That's called the Barrett hook. Okay? So if he can't get the arm, he's going to control this leg. Now, he can start digging on Connor's face and use that as an opportunity to start prying that arm back between his legs. Okay? Now he's going to step over it, but he's going to butterfly hook around the outside of his thigh. No, keep this leg in the middle. The other leg hooks underneath the thigh there. Yes, and now you're clinching everything and pulling your heels to your butt, squeeze your knees together. There we go. This is called the Barrett hook. Okay, Barry Yoshida uses this quite a bit in controlling the crucifix position. Now he's got the arm and the leg together. Now he's digging for the choke. He still can't quite sink it in. Maybe he's running out of time. This is a great opportunity to bail on the upper body and go after 411 right here. Nick is going to extend his leg. Yep. Control the secondary leg. This lends itself well to the overhook. And now he's going for his finish.
These legs straight like this because he's so long.
Yeah.
Smart to go for the knee bar?
Nah.
No.
Nope.
Not smart.
The most efficient leg lock finish is the heel hook.
Okay.
So that's why that one's favorite. But, I mean, you can knee bar on there.
I just didn't know because he's got the long leg, so like sometimes if I go to reach, it's almost like you could just straight leg it. It's just
Leave that.
Hitting 5-round circuits with 45-pound kettlebell.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Go for it. Remember, any knee bar entry is also a 411 entry and vice versa. Any 411 entry is a knee bar entry. So anytime you end up in a 411, just change the angle and you're into the knee bar. Okay? So here's a way to get from crucifix into 411. So there's a way to get anywhere into 411 practically. So it just depends on, what your motivation is to get there and, why you're getting there. Just like Jorge said. So, like, why would you give up full mount for this? Like, well, you're down by 4 points and there's 30 seconds left. They're not going to try to escape, so you got to make something else happen. All right?
Yeah, the situation I was running into with him is like, if I'm going for that standard grip here, if you start straightening this leg and keep me away from that, I can't. There ain't no way I'm going to get over that. No, this one. Just straightening it because I can't get over you.
Okay, yeah. And in this scenario, I would turn into an underhook.
Okay, so then turn this into an underhook.
Turn this leg into an underhook.
Here?
Yeah, clinch that there.
Oh,
now you can reach underneath and grab his Achilles. No, you can keep it on your neck.
Okay.
This is just another method we didn't cover yet. Yeah. So you're holding this one on your shoulder, reaching underneath and grabbing the Achilles and pulling that into place. And now you can wrap.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So Oh, we got all kinds of
That's not known. Straight to the mystery.
Yeah, there we go. Nathan Orchard hit this on, I want to say Akbari. Yep, now turn inside.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so let's turn and face the camera here. I wanna really spend the last couple minutes here talking about this inward 411 position. I forgot to make a video on this, but there's a very specific thing I want you guys doing with your legs on this inward 411 that's going to make the position just that much more dangerous. So remember, the only reason we're turning to inward 411 is because we already have a grip. All right, the grip is already in place. If I turn to inward 411 without a grip, you're giving them defensive posture. You're making it a lot easier for them to hide the heel, to post, create space, pummel the foot, and start escaping. All right, so we don't want to give them that. So we're going to start by putting the grip in. Then when we turn to the inside, I want you to do something very specific with your legs. So let's start in 411, face the back wall neck. Yep, Connor's leg. Connor, I want you over here. You're right there. Good. So Nick is facing this direction. Okay. So right now he's on his bottom hip, his left hip. He's going to turn and roll to the other hip. Okay. Now, when this happens, there's something very specific I want you doing with your feet. Okay. So roll back. Okay. When Nick rolls to the inside, slow motion right here, what I want him to do is take this leg and extend it out as far as he can. Next, he's going to take this foot, and he's going to wedge it underneath Connor's far thigh. Okay? Now what Nick is going to do is, as he continues to roll to that side, he's going to extend and then curl this leg against Connor's far hip. So he's reaching it out and then pulling that hip in towards him. Okay? So this foot is wedged against the thigh, this foot is pulling on the hip, and this knee is driving towards the floor. Okay, you feel that pressure on your knee? Yeah, you don't even have a heel hook grip on. And this is putting some insane pressure on your knee. So let's go back. Good. So no grip because we want Connor's leg to be okay after this.
As a guy that's lifted 45 pounds, you could probably blow it out. Watch out, make some secret training.
Turn in, extend and curl that leg. Right there. Rewind.
You want this up in
Yeah,
in here?
Yes. In there, and throw a side kick underneath his thigh. Wedge against that thigh. Yeah, right there. Okay, roll that. You want to get some practice in. You want to get some reps. Roll in, roll out. Roll in, roll out. Extend and curl that leg. Pinch that knee in. Reset. Extend and curl that leg. Pinch that knee to the floor. So I want this more around his hip. Yeah, right there. Really reach and pull with this leg. Yes. One more time. Now let's put the grip on. Very lightly. Before you turn. So the grip is in. Now Nick is going to extend and curl that leg and put everything down here, and now Connor's leg is literally about to explode. Okay.
I didn't really have a grip on
Yeah, you can just put a false grip on. You can put a false grip on and just do it like
Yeah, this with that kid, you don't like to be under pressure. Go ahead, pop it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So what this also has the effect of doing is taking away his ability to get a good honey stick on. Okay, because even if you're not gripping that super tight, just put it over. Okay, do the leg extension and curl here, and wedge this against his thigh. So your bottom leg is curling, your front and your top leg is pushing. So you're doing this with it. Okay, Connor starts putting that honey stick in. Yeah, it's pain in the ass. Even if you get the foot in during the transition, so go back. Okay. Extend and curl.
Yeah,
This wedge foot prevents him from finishing that honey stick. All right, now watch this for a second. Leave this on. Okay. Drop the knee and extend this foot side kick underneath his thigh. Finish the honey stick. Yeah, and that's what Nick's slightly weakened 45-pound kettlebell legs. Yes. So that wedge underneath the thigh here is really going to prevent him from hitting his counters and escapes, and just makes the grip so much tighter on the leg. Okay, this is a really big thing I learned from Sean Applegate, is that inside foot wedge and that outside leg curl right there. Exactly. Yeah, you can feel that. No grip on it all. So rewind. We entered into 411. We got our grip on the secondary leg. We got our grip on the secondary leg. All right. Let's pin it to our neck. Right there. Let's use that bottom hand to find the Achilles. Bottom hand. Yeah. Wrap the grip in. Now let's roll to the inside. Do the proper leg function right here. And yeah. It's that type of pressure. It doesn't matter. That's why Craig messed up Vinny. Because he had these different pressures in on his leg lock game. He had all these different forces in place. It's not just grabbing the heel and pulling out.
So leg locks do work now.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, hey, Vinny was that last person holding out saying that leg locks aren't
I
going to
guess
work.
I'll start tapping.
I mean, if you're just at all just from like rolling and being physical in general, you should have enough wherewithal. Like that doesn't feel good. You know, like even someone that just does like runs on the treadmill, have that wherewithal to beat. I'm like, that's not good.
Exactly. All right, that's all we got today for you guys. So we looked at.
One thing for wrestling.
I don't even think Daniel's in the room. Daniel Hernandez, are you in the room right now? Are you in the chat
It's
room?
good for everybody. It's a super quick thing.
All right.
It's just going back to that Darcy and that kind of stuff.
We'll take a look at that. Quick review though of the jiu-jitsu before we move on. So we looked at some entries into 411. Butterfly guard, standard reverse entry. Boom, controlling the secondary leg right away. Okay, let's stand up. Passing the guard, back step, reverse entry into 411. Beautiful. Side mount top. Counter initiates a regard. There's that secondary leg control. All right, now let's go mount. At two different ways. Let's say Connor gets the ankle. He starts going after Guantanamo. So Nick goes knee slide to the other side. Back step in. Boom, right there. Okay, let's look at butterfly mount. Oh, Dan's up north.
What'd you say?
Dan's up north.
Yeah.
Mount position. Mount position. Then Nick puts his butterfly hooks in from the top. Connor's got his feet on the floor. There you go. Knee on the center line. Back step to 411. Right there. Very nice. So just a way to get into 411 from just about everywhere. And again, this isn't that butterfly mount to 411 shouldn't be a go-to. Honestly, if you do have the dominant position, you shouldn't want to give that up to chase after the legs. But if you're running out of time, maybe it's a sub-only match and you got the guy mounted, you can't get anything else. All right, let's go to the legs. But not only that, but just teaching your body the mechanics of getting into this from anywhere is very useful. That's going to make your butterfly guard entry better. If you can do it from mount, your butterfly entry is going to be better. Your side mount entry is going to be better. Your daily Hiva guard entry is going to get better. So anyway, that's all I've got for you guys today. Nick is going to go over some wrestling stuff. Here you go.
Kind of. It was a video that Daniel had sent me, and it was like the typical Instagram video you get with the jiu-jitsu techniques or wrestling techniques. It's like they try to innovate these things, where it's just they're taking a half of a technique, they're doing half of it, and then they just completely bail on that technique and go to something completely different. So they didn't innovate anything. They're just like, here, let's bullshit this into another bullshit. So we're just going to basically finish the technique that they didn't do. It's a good position. They were trying to do what we call a Syracuse into a dart. They went to a rolling dart, but the shoulder wasn't even right, and then you should have just got on top and finished a good dart. So it comes from bottom side turtle here. So say Connor's in front of me here. No, I'm on bottom. So I'm on bottom here, Connor's on top. Front. So he's like in front headlock position. This happens a lot, like if somebody, say he puts an underhook in on this side here, and he just really tries to bulldoze me over with that underhook. He really just tries to throw me over here. Notice how that opens that side up. I just keep this overhook, and I'm just going to go with it here and hit a sit-out at the same time. So if you guys come to Greg's classes, he's always hitting those peek outs. You're basically just doing like a full goofy peek out. So I keep that overhook. I'm posting up, sitting out, and when I sit out, I put this shoulder on the mat, the one that's got the overhook here, because that keeps him pinned down now. And now I just continue to rotate, and I just flip the situation on him now. Now I'm not going to be an idiot and put an underhook in on him. I'm just going to go for the neck. Now he's going to posture back up. So I can circle over to side turtle, put my vice grip in, turn a little bit, putting our vice grip in now, and then knocking him over, and then we just finish our good darts here.
But that was a good one from, especially like I think on Jorge before, where he had that underhook in, he's trying to throw me over. It's a good one to hit. You can hit on any side at all, but even you can hit it right here. You feel a lot. You can go with the pressure here. So I put the underhook in. He overhooks it. So now he's gonna clamp down. Now I'm trying to throw it over. He just kind of goes with it, sits through, puts that shoulder on the mat, and now he's on top, right there. Yep. So as soon as they throw that underhook, you just kind of go with it. All they're looking for on the underhook, I'm just gonna go through what they're trying to do, is they're trying to take this underhook here, and they're just trying to kind of pancake here, hit like a little lateral drop. They're trying to go here and hit this underhook and trying to run you over here. It's not very good, but it's more of like a strongman technique. So you just kind of countering that. So what we're doing is, we've got top, we've got that underhook in, underhook here, I clamp down on that, he's trying to throw it, I post up, sit through, shoulder on the mat, and then now I'm on top, and now from here, I have an overhook in, I'm just gonna rotate to that overhook, and then turn that into a vice grip now. My other hand is on the head, boom, and then you can go into your neckties or your darts in a kind of game. One more time. So, underhook, here, posting up, sitting through, all the way through here, right up and on top with our vice grip, and then that is, it's called a Syracuse. Just push. He's an idiot. Is there any questions on that? Nope. All right. I think that is all.
All right, guys. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I know lockdown's been dragging on for a while now, but there's one thing that jiu-jitsu teach us is to be reasonable citizens and not just care about yourself. Because remember, one of the biggest things that we learn in jiu-jitsu is taking care of our partner, putting their health, making their health a priority. Because if you just show up to class and just start ripping on arms and necks and everything while we're repping techniques, guess what? No one's gonna want to be your partner ever. And
So you have to chuck around 45 pounds.
45 pound kettlebells left and right.
One time.
So one of the most important things jiu-jitsu teaches you is to take care of your partner, take care of the people around you. All right, and that's a big part of what's going on right now in the world. So we need to make sure that we're doing what we can. Be responsible, social distance, wear your masks, and treat people with respect. Don't go out on the internet and act like a fool. Okay, represent us, represent our family well. Okay. Yes. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Love you all, and we'll see you very soon.
Be responsible.
Connor's doing his hand sign.